is October 20th, 2014, a melding of the old when I was young and the new. Might be hard to make that out there. In this artwork up there called Primo Levi with the Argfish, there are actually about half a dozen or so sections, drawings on cardstock, on drawing paper and so on, that were kind of collaged on the main drawing. One of them at the very top there is this, I should almost have a flashlight on there, this kind of squarish head. The color is off in this photograph, but that's it there. It turned out yellow in the photo. It's actually white up there. Now we're going to walk into another room here. That drawing was part of a large drawing sheet drawing that I cut up, I think, 3 years ago into different sections, and which I am now each one mounting on a piece of foamcore board. So they were done in 1976 when I was a junior in college. I think at the time my roommate or housemate was an Israeli cinema photography major named Yoram Joshua, who made the film called The Eternal Jew. It's a 17-minute film, his senior thesis about my making a sculpture of the same name, not to be confused with the Nazi 1940 anti-Semitic hate film called The Eternal Jew, with it in German translation. I have these fragments and so wondering what to do with them, and then I noticed, we have bare sections of wood here on this recently completed drawing, this portion of which I began in 1993, a page of a murdered Jewish prisoner in the Warsaw Ghetto, of his labor work card. His name was Frydrych Zelman. This part was done recently, depicting a murdered woman on the pavement in the Warsaw Ghetto. A kind of like a rickshaw type of thing that was in the ghetto, at least early on, 1940-41. Used to transport mainly like ill people or people who couldn't walk around the streets of the ghetto. So this section is done. That's on there. This one's done, and I've got 3 more to do here. This one waiting to be conservation adhesive will be used to put this onto that, and then that onto that, and it's a melding of the kind of like the old young and the new old Segan in terms of art. These kind of expressionistic drawing fragments that were, again, they were all on one page, were my first ever artistic response to the Holocaust. It says Juif in French for Jew, the Star of David badge of shame that French Jews are forced to wear. This actually reminds me of something out of Picasso's Guernica. Anyway, there you have it. I'll video the whole thing when it's done. It's a good way to make use of drawing pieces that would otherwise probably be tossed after I'm eventually gone. Now they shall continue on in an artwork. Hopefully that won't be for a few decades yet, but there you have it. Greetings, October 23rd, 2014. Well, some of my many Holocaust artworks done over the years may be considered unusual by some people. All the winged figures and heads, for example, in many different works in the Under the Wings Holocaust art series. And then there are many other works, such as Bonhoeffer de Juda over there, Ellie's Sin in the center, sorry for the light reflection, Zlat to the Righteous of Bialystok there, and many others. There's the Jewish Cemetery, Corfu. This one is kind of fairly singularly unique, partly because, or maybe more like specifically because of the 5 expressionistic like ink drawings that are around the perimeter, which there were 6 of them that I had cut apart from a large drawing page done in 1976. I cut them apart a couple, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. There's one there, kind of reminds me of something from Guernica, which I have to look at again. This one there, which has a man's head and a Star of David with Juif on it in French. These tormented faces here. So, and then there's the 6th one that's in the Primo Levi with Arg artwork, which also spans several decades of having drawings done in different time periods of my life, which were kind of collaged on different sections of that drawing. That was done in 2012 to 2013. There's the identity card from Frydrych Zelman, one of 4 photocopy pages that have the original ID card. He was murdered in the Warsaw Ghetto by the Nazis. And then these sections here done more recently. The piece of candy wrapper dating from the time of the war, a like rickshaw type thing, a person pushed as opposed to the bicycle type, and then this drawing here of this victim. So there'll be more info in the text. There you have it, and I'm going to get plexi for this and then frame it.